So have they not put J.K. Rowling, a woman's head, on a man's body?
Dinosaurs are cool, Transphobic is not. Hey Spuds, how's it going? It's Jamie, welcome back to another video, your first video on the channel. I don't know, but welcome either way, I'm very glad to have you here. And today we're looking at transphobic memes, ooh. Hence the, I need to put it up really high. Dinosaurs are cool, transphobia is not t-shirt, because dinosaurs are cool and transphobia is very not cool. So yeah, today we're just going to be looking at some transphobic memes, some anti-trans memes together, and nobody likes transphobia. Transphobia is a horrible thing, but transphobic memes are funny because they're so bad. But before we get into today's video, I want to say thank you to today's video sponsor, Deezer. Deezer is an online music streaming platform with a couple of very cool features that I want to talk to you about today. I personally really enjoy the look and feel of Deezer as a platform. It's easy to navigate, share what you're listening to, you can see lyrics, loads of stuff. I just like it, okay? It looks good. I was, however, very hesitant to try out a new streaming platform because I'd built up my music and my playlists elsewhere. I didn't want to lose that. But Deezer has partnered with a service called Tune My Music, which allows subscribers to super easily transfer music and playlists from other platforms onto Deezer. How cool is that? No having to worry about losing your carefully curated collection of music. Just simply transfer your faves using the in-app feature from Tune My Music. Whether you're on desktop or mobile, it's super quick and effortless. Once you've transferred all your tunes over, Deezer will then be able to start matching them with Flow. What's Flow, I hear you ask? Well, Flow is Deezer's infinite mix of your favorite tracks and new recommendations that now includes the brand new Flow Moods wheel. Flow Moods is an emotional jukebox that matches your music to your mood. From needing that little nudge of motivation to wanting to stay focused and get in the zone, you can select from Flow Moods to pair up what you're listening to with how you're feeling. If you like the sound of this, then get on Deezer because it's the only streaming service that has this feature. You can click the link in my description box to find out more. And now on with the transphobic memes. Me going to the principal's office because the trans girl told me to act my age, so I told her to act her gender. How dare you use Dexter like that? No! And this was something you were proud of saying? You marched to the principal's office like, yeah, I stand by my own stupidity and bad joke. Twitter users, when they find out some languages don't have gendered pronouns, can't put she, her, he, him in the bio. I've never seen this happen. Is this from the Bee Movie? This is how the world's acting. Not trying to offend anyone, but seriously. Oh, this must be deep. Let's see. Is mayonnaise a gender? That's really how the world works. Is mayonnaise a gender? Oh. Yes, because the existence of trans people and the realization that there's more than two genders is so extreme that now condiments are genders. Don't forget ketchup and mustard. Not having pronouns in your bio. Clown face. Not you being offended about word/word. Not you having pronouns in your bio, clown face. Okay, yes, so putting pronouns in bio is clown thing. Why? You're literally just informing people on how to address you. Should people not give their names anymore? Oh, hello. I'm a person. I guess hello person, how should I address you? Oh well, I don't believe in that. I don't do that. No pronouns, thanks. Okay. I don't hate trans. I'm pan and very open to my sexuality, but I feel like that's what you should be doing rather than effing with biology. Nothing wrong with being masc or femme, why add extra BS? Yeah, why did I go through all of this BS and trouble and difficultness when I could have just accepted myself? I mean, I did accept myself, that's why I transitioned. I don't hate trans, I'm pan. Being not straight doesn't automatically mean that you're going to accept trans people. That has been shown time and time again, very disappointingly. I'm very open to my sexuality, but I feel like that's what you should be doing. Being trans isn't a sexuality though. I'm just so confused by some people's takes. The question itself is nonsense. A woman is a woman, not a trans woman. Agreed. There's only man and women, one man and multiple women biologically. Anything else in between is a self-experiment. Oh, it's disappointing how many likes these comments have. So the first one, the question itself is nonsense. A woman is a woman, not a trans woman. I can't really tell what they're trying to say, but my gut reaction is they're trying to say women are women and trans women aren't women because they're trans. Or it could just be saying women are women regardless of if they're trans or not. I don't know, but the whole like trans is making me question things. But just to clarify, trans women are women. Somebody agreed with that. And then someone was like, there's only man and women biologically. Anything else in between is a self-experiment. No. And even if that were true, that would still mean that trans women are women and trans men are men. The Biden mentality. And I promise to put a black woman on the Supreme Court. A man who thinks he's a woman or a biological woman? Yes. Why is this character wearing the mask only over his nose? Is the joke that, like, liberals say that trans women and cis women are the same? Because they're both women. There are differences, but they're both women. And, like, trans women are not men who think they're women. That's just transphobic. You're not making a point.
I have nothing to say. Just wanted to include this one. Is that not Jesus? So have they not put J.K. Rowling, a woman's head on a man's body? A little bit ironic.
President Biden ended the transgender military ban. 14,700, the estimated number of transgender troops who can now openly serve. Isn't our nation safer when our military is free of discrimination? So, in the subreddit Louder with Crowder, I've got no words. Is that because you have no argument back against that? You've got no actual argument to say why there should be a transgender military ban? Because maybe it's best if you have no words and you just don't say anything and you accept that it's happened and it's a good thing. Transgender people are getting out of hand. Why is everyone acting like this is normal?
Because it is.
Being trans is just another way of being human. Transgender people are getting out of hand. They're getting so unruly. They're taking over the whole planet. There's 1% of the population. I do apologise if we've been naughty. 1 + 1 = trans. I've never seen this kind of maths before. 2 + 2 = trans. Okie dokie. Transing our kids is their priority. Yes. What the trans agenda, the transgender, is wanting to make every single person trans. They do realise, like transphobes who think this. Actually, they don't. That's why they think this. But what they need to realise is that trans people are actually the last people on Earth who would try and make anybody live as a gender that they're not. Because we know how shit it is. Trans people do not force anybody into transition. Because if it's not who they are and it's not right for them, they will just be miserable. You can't force somebody to be happy living as who they are not. Anything is a gender, even animals. Okay. There are 532 genders. There are 2 genders. There are male, female, and attack helicopters. This is such a terrible joke. If I knew that this was where this meme was going, I wouldn't have wasted my time reading it. See the puppy? The puppy thinks it is a kitten. Silly puppy. A puppy is not a kitten. The kitten says, you are not a kitten, but it is okay to be a puppy who likes to do things kittens do. The puppy says, die in a fire, cis scum. Wow. This is my favourite one so far. Okay, you're now talking about something very different because puppies and kittens are not genders, they're not humans, they're different species to one another. It is not the same. I don't understand the comparisons that are made. I wonder if all transphobes don't really understand metaphors properly because you cannot compare puppies and kittens to trans people. Oh, they're very, very cute puppy and kitten right there, though. Keep prisons single sex. XX. Sex, sex, sex. Wow. Yeah, I hate this. You're going to start testing the chromosomes of every inmate. I don't think so. And if you do test the chromosomes of every inmate, you're really going to put XX trans men in a women's prison. So, if I drink from a mug with a dinosaur on it at work, or have a dinosaur emoji on my status, etc., etc., will that now be a subtle signal to my fellow gender-critical sisters? Absolutely not. Dinosaurs are cool. Transphobia is not. The dinosaurs would eat you. I do hope so. I can't wait to see lots of dinosaurs being sported by women out and about. Anyone complaining about a woman with a dinosaur is simply going to look batshit crazy. Oh, I see. That's so shitty. Although, just to be clear, I do talk about this a lot in real life, but not so much at work, but generally think that the more women who don't yet speak out about this can see how many others are gender critical, the better, and I suspect that the gender critical dinosaur may just be our bat signal. No. Sorry, no. I will forever and always see it as a trans thing. There are as many ways of being a woman as there are women on the planet. All it takes is to be born female. I mean, I was assigned female at birth, but I'm not a woman. So already very wrong. And trans women are women. What's with the cartoon and the wings and the hey? Was it photo and the graphics and everything done to specifically go with that text? Or did they find this image and put the text on it? Stop the hate on Super Straight. Not wanting to date a trans person does not make us transphobic. No, trans people don't care. If you don't want to date us, then, like, why would we want to date you anyway? But making up a whole sexual orientation and saying things like trans women aren't real women and trans men aren't real men, and that's why you don't want to date trans people. That is what is transphobic. People have periods. No, women have periods. Stop this nonsense. This is not science. It's reality. It is science. It's reality. It's what's happening. It's the truth. It's a fact. And the fact that not just women have periods does not care about transphobes' feelings. I trust the science. Holding up a general biology book. Oh, they got fed up of being teased about only having basic biology knowledge, and so now they're calling it general biology. It's not really any better because general biology gives us still a surface level, and to understand a lot of different things, you need to dig deeper than just the surface general level. And then they're not happy because when they open the book it says boys, girls, and it shows some, I'm assuming that's showing anatomy. If you buy a non-general, non-basic biology book that is up to date on the facts, it will be trans inclusive. Trans people do not deserve respect. Well, that's interesting. That's what I feel about transphobes. I can give a reason for that though, because transphobes are being shitty. I don't really understand why trans people don't deserve respect though. My generation had Wonder Woman. This generation wonders if it's a woman. That is a terrible, terrible meme. Oh dear. I feel bad for parents nowadays. You have to be able to explain the birds and the bees and the bees, the birds and the birds that used to be bees, the bees that used to be birds, the birds that look like bees plus bees that look like birds but still got a stinger. Oh dear, okay. I understood what you were trying to say there. You said it in a very strange way, but I got it. And why would you feel bad for parents nowadays? Like, kids learn as they grow. You start them off with, like, simple explanations of things and not going into too much detail. And you can just start top level of, like, people are different. Love comes in all different forms and so do people. And then as they grow up, they learn different bits of information. It's really not that complicated. If you explain things well, put it in the right terms for kids at different ages, they understand things. What do you desire most? Finally become good at sports. Oh, I feel like I know where this is going. Why'd you turn me into a woman? It's 2022, Miss Krabs. This is such a harmful narrative to view trans women who are athletes as men who only transitioned to be good in their sport. The trans women transitioned because they're women and they're living as their authentic selves. It wasn't to gain any traction in their sporting field. It can often have a very detrimental effect on their sporting career. So this is just very much bullshit. Non-trans of Reddit, would you go full trans for $1 billion? Why or why not? Oh... 1900, we'll have flying cars in the future. 2022, pregnant men emojis. I mean, I'm sure in 1900 there were also pregnant men. You just never heard of them and they weren't able to actually, like, transition because trans people were never talked about and there was no acceptance. We also didn't have emojis. I'm laughing at all the transphobic cis men saying that they're just going to use these as full after eating or beer belly emojis. Pals, that doesn't change what they are. You will in fact be using emojis of pregnant trans men. Doesn't change what they are. Right, it's just a woman with facial hair. I mean, it could be, but it's called the pregnant man emoji, so I don't think they're supposed to be women with facial hair. A man being pregnant does not stop him from being a man. Yay! And on that note, that's all the transphobic memes for today, and some of them were truly terrible. Dinosaurs are cool, transphobia is not. Dinosaurs are a trans thing. Yeah, if you like this video, think about giving it a thumbs up and subscribing if you want to, but no pressure. And yeah, go comment down below what your favourite one was. Go comment down below that dinosaurs are cool and transphobia is not. Please go do that right now. Flood the comments with that. As always, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Much love. Bye.